Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode.
Hi.
Today, we wanted to dive in a little deeper into some of the emotions that have been coming up for you. You broached last time about mental health and starting to realize that you need to be proactive with that and focus on that. Part of the reason for that is because of what has been coming up for you right now as you're embarking on basically the home stretch of standard of care.
Yeah, so the standard of care for me is surgery, which I had at UCSF, radiation for 6 weeks, and then I've been doing chemotherapy since July, and I have now 9 pills left, so I have 4 more this round, and then I have 5 more
In
February. And this path has been dialed in by my neuro-oncologist and my local oncologist. This is a plan that we're all in an agreement with, and I'm starting to realize, like, oh my gosh, like, it's coming to an end. And I've been doing really well with the temozolomide, which is the chemotherapy that I take. My body is responding quite well to it. But there's now this kind of level of safety and security that I think is coming to an end for me.
So as of this recording, it's been 8 months, a little over 8 months. And in that 8 months, you have been under the watchful and very capable hands of Western medicine.
Yeah.
You've had access to some of the best doctors, the best facilities, some of the best. You have been able to tap into and utilize the best of what Western medicine can offer, which was always one of your intentions. And now you're arriving at that precipice where you had said from the beginning, best of Western, best of non-traditional, non-Western.
Yeah.
And so much of that non-traditional, non-Western is really the things that you can control, what you're doing.
Yeah.
And I can imagine it's a little scary. It's kind of like leaving the nest for the first time.
It's definitely feeling like that. I'm definitely going back into my ways of, like, because I got so sick recently, I am kind of limiting any interactions with, like, friends or family, and I'm not going to events that I would normally have gone to, and I'm kind of just wanting this to be as effortless as possible. I don't want to get sick again, and it is just, it's actually bizarre. It's like something that I've been looking forward to. Like, I absolutely hate chemotherapy, but it's necessary. It's necessary for me. It's something I've believed in. I know there are people out there that don't believe in it, and good for you. Like, that's your journey, and congratulations on making an informed decision. I was always going to do temozolomide. I was on the fence of whether I was going to do 6 or 12 months. Because I'm responding so well, I think 6 months is appropriate. But there really is this odd space between the next 6 or 7 weeks and what then it's like. So standard of care, like, just like you do this and you're going, and it's like, pff, goodbye, like, just leaving the nest. And I'm kind of like coming to this place where it was such a security blanket for so long, and now we got to just see what my body can do on its own.
Do you have any doubts or concerns in regards to what your body can do on its own? I guess another way to think of the question is do you have the same conviction and belief in yourself and in your body can do on its own as you do in what Western medicine can provide and do?
Yes, I do believe that my track record so far has been an overwhelming, like, responsiveness towards treatment. And then I've been able to hike. I've been able to jog. I've been able to do all the things that, you know, it looks different. Like I'm not as fast, or I can't go as long. And sometimes my right hand, like,
You were running a 9-minute mile before you got sick.
That's true.
That's faster than you were doing before. So don't undersell yourself.
But what was the question?
I was asking, do you feel that maybe some of the where your concern is, do you have the same belief in yourself and you being able to handle this next phase as you have in the faith of what Western medicine can do?
Yeah, like I do legitimately feel very blessed to, and this is going to go back to Western medicine, but I do feel incredibly blessed to have the neurosurgeon, Dr. Chang, out of UCSF. He's phenomenal. I had a great radiologist, Dr. Johnson. Dr. Taylor is my a neuro-oncologist out of UCSF. She's been incredible this whole time. I was in the hands of like greatness, really. Like if you, like what we were talking about, like having an MVP team, I had the MVP team, but now it's now going to come down to me and what my body does, how my body heals. And I do feel like this is just another start, like jumping off point. And now this really is my time to shine, because I can only get, Western medicine got me so far, and now it really is my time to take the reins or take the baton and go. And that's scary and terrifying and liberating, and I mean, it's just like kind of like why I've been a little bit all over the place, like emotionally, these past like couple weeks is, again, like the safety net is about to be taken away, and the tricycle, like the bike, or what are those little
taking the training wheels off?
Taking the training wheels off, they're gone, and I'm gonna like, like maybe I need another month of chemo, which I don't.
I love hearing that answer. If your doctors were all here and we could interview each of them individually or collectively, I think they would all say that one of the things that has contributed significantly to how well you're doing and how well you will continue to do is that you have shown up for yourself every step of the way. One of them said it really well, that it's really is almost like a team sport. They're going to do what they do really well, but at the end of the day, if the patient isn't showing up for the patient, it's whatever.
Yeah.
And so you've done that. I mean, I've seen you rise to the occasion and do things that I think I've always believed in your ability to do it, but to see you do it, it's been incredible. And the moment that I will treasure for the rest of my life is
oh no, here, this is gonna start crying.
is talking with Dr. Chang after your surgery.
I love him.
And you just get done waiting and having this whole, gosh, what's happened? And I didn't even get to say goodbye to you because I left to go and thinking it was going to be 2 hours, and then they pulled you in 2 hours earlier. And him, I'll never forget him talking to your mom and I, and you had a 7-hour procedure essentially. You were supposed to be awake for 90 minutes. You stayed awake for almost 5 hours. And because you showed up for yourself and you were willing to do that and push through your discomfort, and I mean, I can't even imagine staying awake through having somebody with my head open. All these people,
I had my eyes closed the entire time.
But like to do that and stay engaged, and him coming and saying at the end of it all, like giving the report and then saying at the end of it all, and I'll never forget this. He thought for a moment. He kind of looked away and looked towards the ground as he said, she's just so remarkable. And I think that you have always been at your best, not just through this, but through anything, when you have allowed that remarkableness within you to be. And so I love hearing that, that you believe that much in yourself as much as you believe in Western medicine, because I think it is all to say that all these feelings that you have coming up, I'm so proud of you for talking about them, acknowledging them, speaking about them. Instead of depressing it, you're expressing it. So it's creating space. And in that space, it gives you an opportunity to really tap into the truth of what's beyond the fear. And that is that unequivocally that you're up for the challenge.
Mm-hmm.
You just got to work through the emotion to be able to show up for yourself. So I'm really, really proud of you for that. And yeah, like you said, you've had the dream team, and the MVP of that team the whole way has been you.
Yes, which is funny to say. Because I've never been like a very competitive person or like on a team ever.
Well, but that's the thing is I think unfortunately team dynamics have been, almost kind of bastardized into thinking that it's only about competition.
Right.
Whereas as opposed to just working towards a collective goal.
Right.
And that's the team that you've been playing on, is you've all been working towards a collective goal, and that is your health, your
longevity.
Healing, your longevity. Yeah, absolutely, Amanda. And so, and a team of MVPs, you've consistently been the MVP through, and I would bet that every single one of your doctors would say that too.
Yeah. Yes. I think that might be all for this topic.
That's all you gotta say about that?
Yes.
If you or somebody you know or love has been dealt a difficult diagnosis, we've launched the It's Your Time to Shine Facebook group, where you envision it being a positive place on the internet. So there's going to be a link in it in the description. And as always, we love and appreciate each of you. Thank you so much for being on the journey, and we'll see you next time, everybody.